Welcome back to Thames FC, it's me, Dr. Benji FM, and we're here for our third season in charge of Thames, and can this be the year we get our promotion to the higher reaches? Very, very fast, incredibly fast, good flow as well, good work rate, good teamwork, goal record ain't too shabby either. Isaac Osei-Tutu, the left midfielder, basically just a backup to Emre, who will start as our goalkeeper this year again, but Jordan Hawkins, if relied upon, can come in and play attacking midfielder, 18 years of age, from Dover. Media prediction-wise, it's better than it was last season. 11th position, 25-1, with Horsham on 20-1. We're not too far away from them, but I definitely think with the team that we've got now, with the squad that we've got now, we can push for those top 5, top 6 places and be part of the playoff conversation. We're now into the 5th of October, but as you can see, things are going rather well. Dominic Taylor picked up an injury and will be unavailable for today's game, so we need to call on a replacement. And I think the man to do that is Liam Denan. Corinthian Casuals are very sneakily overtaken us and Horsham via goal difference. They clear it from the back, and oh my god, a lot's forward. He's through, he's finished it off. Oh dear. But that's the way things go sometimes, and we're out of the FA Trophy. Johnson with a lofted ball forward. This manship! Oh! It's the manship! If we can get an automatic promotion, that'd be fantastic. Although the top of the tree right now is changing a lot. You see, there's lots of chopping and changing. You've got it back! It's a miracle! Denan! For the goal! He's done it! Denan on 85! And we're back into third. And Emery, oh god. I don't have a kick. I'm going to put OT in goal. God, Johnson, we're back in it. 5-2. We're not back in it. What am I saying? All 3 games set to be a big one. I'll see you for it. The question for me is whether we go back to the diamond. Taylor, he snapped it. That is, for God's sake, what is Dominic doing? Talk about backfiring. This is so risky. And Taylor, and a chance. Oh, whistles wide. Campbell, don't mess this up. Oh my, win it back. Oh, it's over the top. They're in. This is a chance. Final seconds of the game. Three games today, the final 3 games of the season, and I think it's a tough task. Hastings on paper should be quite easy. Faversham and Canterbury, though, not easy games. We lost last time out to Met Police, you'll remember it. In the 3 goals we've lost on the goal difference stacks are not good at all. If we take a look at the league table then, how does it all sit and stand? 79 points for us. We are just a point behind the Corinthian Casuals and Molesey, who are there as well. Horsham, Met Police, not massively far away, and then Red Hill and Cray on 85. I mean, we probably aren't going to catch them. I think winning the league now is going to be unlikely. But you only have to take a look at our past positions to see that the recent. I mean, it was in our hands, and we have dive bombed out of the top 5 into 7th with it all to do. Last season with an 8th place finish. Sorry. If you take a look at it, you can see there, 77 points. We've already got more than that. We're going to better that this year, but can we make it into the playoffs? It was needing 85 points last season. That is 2 wins from our final 3 games. So let's get into the first one. So, Hawkins is going to have to play in goal. Michael Emery is still out injured with dislocated shoulder, although his percentages aren't too bad. We'll see if we can actually play him in the upcoming games. I wonder if when he enters light training, when they've popped the shoulder back in, we'll see if he becomes available. I think he might do. I've had dislocated shoulder injuries like this before. Campbell, Comfrey, Johnson and McAteer are starting the back line. We've got O'Sullivan, Squires, Oti, Gray, Wright and Taylor. I'm gonna stop playing this high defensive line. I feel like it might be hurting us a little bit, and I think a lot of the people watching probably agree as well. So we'll switch it up, and with the crosses, we're going to mix those up as well. More direct passing there, we're going to keep that in there, and play fairly wide. We're going to play a little bit wider than we have done previously, and keep it relatively simple. Taylor up top needs to get in the goals today, otherwise we have serious issues. Okay, so into it we go. We need to win this first game. We need to start well. If we don't get anything from this, or we draw this, backs against the ropes. I mean, Fen Evans as well. He's been deadly in recent seasons. Not so much this year. He might have had some injuries actually, but yeah, he's had a torn hamstring that put him up for pretty much 3 months. So you can see why he's not been as good, but he's deadly up top, and we've got to be aware of him. I think the boys either side as well are decent. I've looked at them both before. They are. This isn't going to be an easy game, actually. You look at it now, there's a reason Hastings are down there, and it's because of that injury to Fen Evans. Campbell plays it across to O'Sullivan, though, and the first chance of the game. 3 minutes in, Taylor finds Wright. A shot on goal just goes over, but good early signs. Come on, boys. Corner kick to be played in by Wright. It's cleared, and Wright's just decided not to close it down, and the counter-attack is being sprung. Fen Evans, he's got options to his left. Oh, he went for goal. That was a foolish choice. I mean, away from home against a good side. I'm tempted to play on the counter. The players that we've got, maybe even move. No, we'll keep it as it is. I don't want to change too much too early. We're trying something new. We've got to let the players adapt to it as Horlock. This is a strange time to come back to a highlight. Oh, that's why. Taylor, he snapped it. That is a poor... For God's sake, what is Dominic doing? That is a massive chance. Panic, though. The panic on him. I mean, we're forward again. Campbell with the throw. Squires, right, back across. Oh, we're not there. McAteer. Oh, shoot. Mate, no, don't shoot. O'Sullivan plays it into Gray, into OT. Taylor's there again. Is it the post? We can't even get the rebound. Chances, all of a sudden. We're growing into this. We have to take one of these chances, though, or... we're in a world of hurt. It's still very tight. So, I mean, any goal right now for us, and we're in contention. It's a free kick, actually. Right, plays it to Squires. He's in acres of space. Squires with it! I mean, they didn't mark him. Brett Squires gives us the 1-0 lead just before half-time. A great time to score. And look at that league table. Thames are up to 5th. Let's look at it in 3 dimensions. You can see here. That situation there. Why wouldn't you mark any of the guys? Gray and Squires, 2 of our better strikers of the ball. Squires gets it. Good first touch and hammers it into the back of the net. 1-0. Hastings, though, not marking, apparently. And they're not playing very well either. Across the board, not particularly good performances, which is good for us. So at half time then, I'm going to tell the boys I'm delighted with what they've done so far. A great performance in that first half. Keep it going, lads. Keep it going. I feel like this team plays on morale. We'll be playing well. We feel like we're playing well. More goals happen and we need more. Goal difference is important as well at this point in the season. We need another goal, really. Or another couple. Problem is, there's only one shot on target in the game, and that was the goal for us. We need more. O'Sullivan wins it in the centre, plays it to Wright, who's going to play a through ball to Taylor, who's onside. The other centre-back was playing him on. Taylor to make it 2. Oh, he's hit the post again. Come on, Dominic. I'm worried this will come back to haunt us. That Fen Evans is dangerous. We've just got to hold on. I mean, we're not attacking in the game, so there's a question mark. I think if we get to the final 5 minutes with this lead, we're going to... do you know what? Straight away, actually, we're going to bring on Frankie Sawyer. He's a defensive forward, which might be more potent for us. Let's say potent, actually. Defend from the front. It's that kind of philosophy, isn't it? As I say, the time ticks away. We are shutting up shop. I am going to play as defensively boring as possible. Waste time, by all means. We're going to lower the tempo. Keep everything else the same, but that's fine. Just see this out, please. This is such a big win. Oh, there's a highlight. No, thank you. Can I just say no? Can I reject the highlight, please? Can I have no highlight? Campbell, don't mess this up. Oh my, Hawkins. Okay, cleared. Just about. Not really though. Fen Evans. It's dangerous. Oh, it's over. Flipping heck. Hastings are not to be scoffed at. 30 seconds to go. Come on, boys. We need this win. We need to start off on the right foot. They're in, though. McDermott, it's still on. Why aren't we defending more? Oh, the shot is poor. We are getting away with it. And we're back in the playoffs, though. I mean, this season is not over yet, folks. Not over yet. Great win, though. That is the perfect start. On paper, the easiest games. Hastings down in 15th position. We kind of worked out why they're there, though. That Fen Evans injury is the main issue. Faversham to come. But we start off on the front foot, and that is what we're looking for. All we need to do now is just win the other 2. All we need to do now. Like it's so easy. If Hastings marked us there, that would have been over. Oh, you are joking. You are joking. George O'Sullivan, one of the most pivotal players in the central midfield, or central midfield, is now injured. Are you... oh, dearie me. I think the only thing we can really do is put Squires deep, Squire's there, and then bring in Sam Barker to play there. That's literally the only option we leave ourselves with, which is not ideal, viewers. I'll say that now. I'm even tempted to bring Wright for that. No, we'll keep him where he likes it. But that is annoying. What a time to get an injury like that. I mean, Taverner has to go onto the bench, I guess. That is soul-destroying. Faversham in a couple of days, though, and I'll see you for that in just a moment. Right. Second game of the episode, Michael Emery. Is he actually still out? Okay, well, this is interesting now. This is now more interesting. He kept a clean sheet, did old Hawkins. So what do we do? I think if he gets to the final game, I might bring Emery in. I could play him. I could legitimately play him. I can't really play him, though. I think we'll just leave it then, I guess. I kind of want to play him, though. It's weird. All right, we won't, no. We'll leave it as is. I'm tempted. Well, Jordan, just don't let me down. That's all I can say. Do not let me down. The second game of the episode then, Let's get into it. Okay, they're playing a 4-4-2. Interesting. They've got Gary Berry, double R, as they call him on the streets. Quick, good free kick taking, good first touch, good finishing, dangerous. Now, we currently hold this 5th position. I guess we'll have to wait and see how we do. I mean, if we can hold on to it today, then going to that final game at home, I would back us, but oh dear. Do I really think Thames can become champions? It's impossible to say. I'll focus on my job. I don't really do these. Your team selection has offered little by way of surprise. It picks itself. We're going to win. We've put ourselves in the best possible position. Now I've got to see it through, which is true. Now, in theory, we can still win the league if we win both games and everyone else falters, but it seems unlikely. Let's change this to latest scores. Right then, here we go, boys and girls. It's crunch time, isn't it? Faversham versus Thames. Faversham currently in, where are we looking at? 11th position. We're up in 5th. If the teams around us can lose, that'd be great news. We Met Police are already 1-0 down. Perfect. First chance of the game, or first highlight of the game, and Taylor is on it. He's got so many players around him, though. We're not really supporting him particularly well, but finally, a few players arrive on the scene. Oti finds Gray on the edge. If we can get an early goal, that'd be fantastic. 30 minutes gone, and Wright puts us 1-0 up. I say early, we're half an hour in. Stephen Wright with a goal, Daniel Gray with the assist, and Thames take the lead, crucially take the lead in these early stages. It's not early, it's half an hour in. You can see here again, we'll watch it in 3 dimensions. Gray slides it across to Wright, whose first touch is very good, and the finish is composed and hit almost first time. So then we are on 85, up to 4th position. I mean, we're rising up the table here, folks. Who knows where we could end up? It's the late revival of Thames. We'll write a book about this one day. Cray have taken the lead. They are making the case for the title winners this year. As we get to half time, so far Faversham, not a shot on target, and let's hope it stays that way. Pleased how things are going. Keep it up. Come on, lads. I'm clapping us out. Come on. Into 4th. I mean, that gives us a little leeway. We could even... No, don't predict futures. I need more goals, though. Goal difference is still a bit of a concern. If it comes down to that, I want us to have a couple more goals under our belt. We are an hour in, and it's been a pretty highlightless game, to be fair. You can see across that top bar, apart from a few kickoffs and the goal we scored, not much going on. 66 minutes on the clock, and Faversham come forward. It's cleared the first time of asking. They're going to have another opportunity. No, we actually win it back right now, and Taylor has made the run. Taylor, can he get the ball? He gets ahead of his man. Can he get a ball back across maybe for someone, or does he go himself? He finds Gray. Oh, Gray, it's such a good opportunity. Oh, for me, that was a clear-cut chance. I don't know if the game put it down as one, but... he could have done better there. 73 on the clock, and we still hold on to that 5th position. Actually, there's a bit of a gap. Well, unbelievably, a bit of a gap has arisen. And I did not think that would be the case. Gray now, though, finds Squires, and if we've got to keep the ball, we've got to keep the lead here. We can't afford to drop any points. We've got such an advantage right now over the 6th and 7th positions. We have to try and keep a hold of that. Right, ball in. Dominic Taylor's not quite there, and it's come away. Barker, he's lost out, but okay, Johnson back on it. Keep the ball, lads. We've got 15 or so minutes to go as we launch on forward. Taylor nabs in to make sure. Oh, come on, Dominic. It's a corner that'll come to nothing. Just don't get counter-attacks. Wright puts it in. Well, he actually puts it to Gray, which is probably a better... oh, my, not a good option at all. Berry goes forward, and that's hopefully going to be cut out. It is. Highlight done. 10 minutes to go. I've made no changes. Dominic Taylor is having an average game. Frankie Sawyer's going to come on up top. We'll just keep things as we are. Sawyer's very quick. If we get a breakaway opportunity... then he's the man. Time is ticking away though. 4 minutes of added time. I'm going to take absolutely no chances, and I'm going to shut the... we've got 2 minutes. This might be a risk to even do this, but we're going to just shut the door, waste time when possible. Come on, 2 minutes to go. There's a little bit of time left. Are you joking? Ball played forwards, and this isn't over. Frankie Sawyer might have a chance if you can slot him in here. OT on it. Just don't lose the ball, lads. Gray into Sawyer maybe. No, back out to OT. Do not lose it in there. Oh, OTY. Win it back. Oh, it's over the top. They're in. This is a chance. Final seconds of the game. Why would you go defensive? The game doesn't make sense. We're still in a good position. I cannot believe it. It is launched over the top. I mean, put a foot in, Stefan, for God's sake. He's in on goal, and he beats the keeper, who, I mean, are you actually a goalkeeper? You accidentally a steward that's just wandered onto the pitch, Hawkins. What are you doing, mate? Emery starts next game. I'm telling you that for nothing. And there we are, 1-1 to Faversham. Devastated. I mean, that is not what you're looking for. I don't know where that leaves us in the league. I assume we're still there, but the points difference now is nowhere near as comfortable. I am fuming over here. Flipping heck, if that costs us that. Going defensive as well. Like, if I don't do it and I concede, I feel like a mug. I do it and we concede. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? No, I just think if I'd have left it the same, we would have, and that's why I so often just leave it as it is and don't change too much. Alright, where are we? Show me. Come on. Put me out my misery game. Okay, still in 5th, but look at those boys behind us there. We know if we win the game, then we get into 5th position and probably face, well, one of the teams up there. I mean, final game, Canterbury, the opposition. They know if they beat us, they could even have a chance of getting in there if the teams ahead of them falter. This is not what I want at all. Imagine if we'd have won. Imagine how comfortable I'd have felt. God damn it. Met Police and Horsham confirm their playoff spots. 1 game to go. Canterbury coming up. Flipping heck, 45 games. And now it boils down to this 1. And I'm wondering whether we take some risks. Now, we've won and we've drawn and we've not been convincing. The question for me is whether we go back to the Diamond. We tried it a while ago. We tried, and I'm sort of referring back to the Three Bridges game, which we switched it up. We went to the Diamond and we were quite successful. And I'm just wondering if we could do a similar thing again. We've tried it in previous games and it didn't go so well. Whiteley for Met Police, we gave it a go in both of those and it didn't go so well. But I just think 2 strikers, solid middle, you're giving support to your back 2. Why, Ben? Why? The issue with that obviously being is that George O'Sullivan will have to be risked with a gashed upper leg. I mean, I'm not... Ben, what are we doing here? I think, I'll put it this way, I prefer to start with this and go to the wide wing, to play wide players, than the other way around. Because I don't think you can switch to a Diamond comfortably. So that's what we're going to do. Is it? Is it? It says Liam Denan can play in such a midfield. I don't think I'd ever do that. Taverner, though, on a support duty, he's not played a great deal this year, but he's a natural in the role. And that's what I quite like about it. And then I thought I'd go with Denan and Taylor up front. And if it's not going well, I can switch it up. And I've got no issue with switching it up. My issue lies with the fact that we've not even... Like, you can say we've got 4 points from the 2 games. We've not played that well. We've hung on a little bit. And I'd rather be defensively solid. Look, the longer we stay in the game and the longer we have a chance of scoring and taking the lead, the better. I partly think I'm sitting overthinking it constantly, though. This is the problem now. I guess we'll see. We've got to take the risk. And speaking of risks, do you go with Michael Emery, who's... Look, he's I'm so tempted. His bravery has gone from 7 to 4. Flipping heck. You get one injury on this game and he just kills you. I'm going to do it anyway, though. I'm going to put him in over Hawkins. He's just such a better goalkeeper. All round, he's just so much better. This is the biggest gamble I could be taking. This is the biggest gamble I could take right now. Do I want to change a few things up in terms of this? More closing down, maybe? Press them in the middle as much as possible? Sure. Okay. Oh, Ben, why? Talk about backfiring. This is so risky. I just haven't been convinced by the fact we've been playing this way. I mean, that 4-4-2, our overload in the middle should absolutely destroy this. Canterbury have won 3 of their last 5 games. Brilliant. How did they get on last time? I'm trying to take this with I want to have every advantage possible. Back end of the season, you can see why they're contenders all of a sudden. My good, they've just beaten Met Police as well. They've just beaten Met Police. And they're still in with a chance of getting promoted. Right, here we go then. I'm not happy. I'm so uncomfortable right now. We'll give it away a free kick within 12 seconds. I just know if any of these teams below us take a lead, then we drop out. We drop out the top. We've got to win. We've already dropped out. I can't set my eyes off the league table, although really it doesn't matter until we score. And then once we score, we can relax a bit. This is horrible. They've got a goal kick. First highlight of the game. It's put towards McAteer, who, he's made a bit of a hash of it. Emery comes out to get it. At least his legs are working fine. And he lofts it forward towards Gray, who loses out, but McAteer will recover it. Taverner, and this is what I want to see, those little triangles in the centre. We just seem to be able to control a game a little bit more. Sometimes I feel like we're not in control of it, as Taverner is on it again. Not played it at all this season, really, but I've had him in previous years. He's done a decent job. Gray into Squires, and Denan, and Taylor, and a chance. Oh, whistles wide. So far, though, I'm liking what we're seeing. I think that is essentially what I want to happen. They're struggling for a bit of fitness over on that side, says the guy with 200 players on his side. I don't know. Throw in. I am just so on edge. Taverner. Can we have a penalty? We haven't had a penalty in ages. Denan from a weird angle. Again, over the other side. We just need to win. That's it, really. As half-time is here, it's been a pretty tetchy affair. Passionately say, we're not doing badly. Just pick it up. I'm not going to say any more than that. They know what's required. I don't have to put on any extra pressure or tell them to relax. They know what is at stake here. Dan and Taylor, neither are having particularly good games, and that is a problem. When it's your strikers, that is a problem. I think we're going to take Taylor off, and we're going to bring on Frankie Sawyer and give us 2 different kind of options. Well, actually, we can do this beforehand. Right, Frankie Sawyer's going to come on. Defensive forward He's got the pace, has he got the goals? Experienced striker for experienced striker. We've got 25 minutes, and the chances are going the way of Canterbury. This is not what we were expecting. O'Sullivan, great challenge, and Campbell sets free Danan. Now, if Sawyer can get going and running, we might have an opportunity. Danan is just taking it on his own, all the way out there. Campbell finds O'Sullivan, and there's free men everywhere. Squires to Gray, to Sawyer. Sawyer with the goal! And it's a 1-0 lead, and Frankie Sawyer gives Thames the advantage. Sorry, that was probably quite loud. Sawyer gave us the advantage, assisted by Gray. Back into 5th position, Danan with some fantastic hold-up play into Campbell. And at that point there, I'm thinking, options everywhere. He feeds it into Squires, into Gray, and now finds Sawyer. And the finish from Sawyer, it's not exactly in the corner, but it's a goal regardless. 1-0. 25 minutes, and a chance at the playoffs, which is it's all I want right now. It's all we can hope for. Oh, God, we're getting to the situation that we had last game. Do I go defensive? Do I just keep it as we are? Well, there's 10 minutes to go, and an attack from Canterbury, and it's played in, and Mulready's put it in. It's offside. Oh, they can't do that. Offsides are so rare on FM this year. Okay, time's just whirled away. Oh my God, I'm sitting here panicking, and there's no time. Okay, this has been ridiculous. It's paid off. What else can we say other than it paid off? We took a gamble, and Frankie Sawyer, the substitution, has gone big, and we make it by the skin of our teeth into the playoffs. Well, I don't feel any better, weirdly. Oh my word, Frankie Sawyer. I mean, he's been a bit part this year, really, but the diamond might just be the future. The way our midfield combine, it just gives me so much more hope. I feel like when we play the Squires and O'Sullivan in the middle, when we're dominating games, that's fine. One can attack, one can defend. But in games where you need to take control against these better sides, in which we so often struggle, I think having more options to pass the ball to is what is the difference for us. And we bloody won, do we? So I don't know what to say. Right, let's confirm this playoff stuff. I don't know if the playoff semi-finals are just one game in this tier. I think it might be. We'll double check. Who do we play as well? We're going to play a good team. So the Diamonds idea might have to come into full. Oh God! And the good news as well is O'Sullivan and Emery did not get further in. Well, not yet have further injuries. Okay then, Thames secure playoff spot. The pivotal match was the 4-0 win over Kingstonian. Do you remember that? That was then. That was near the start of the season. Key match though, pivotal. And wow, that is not a comfortable way to get into the playoffs. We face then Met Police. Oh no. If there's one team I didn't really fancy, it's Met Police. Oh, I don't want to meet the police. Okay, so next time we will face off again. Has it been arranged yet? It's not been arranged yet. What are they doing? We'll wait for it to be arranged, and then we'll know when it's happening. I guess what we could do. We had 3 episodes today, or 3 games today, sorry. What we could do next episode is do it this weekend. Let's set a target. If this video hits 2,000 likes, that's a bigger target, but 2,000 likes, we will upload the semi-final at least on the Saturday. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens beyond that. Are we playing again? We've definitely come 5th, haven't we? There's no financial irregularities that have gone on here. But yeah, 2,000 likes, and we'll get the playoffs up over the weekend, which... You know, I feel like it. George O'Sullivan returns. That's good. But are we actually playing in this? Oh, is there one more game to play? Oh my God, there's one more game. Red Hill are playing Croydon. Oh, well, that has thrown a spanner in the works. So not necessarily Met Police. Well, here we go. They're playing them. Red Hill have won. Red Hill win the league. Imagine that as drama in the final. Imagine if we'd have won and we were top. Oh my God, imagine that. Okay, so Cray are actually who we're facing. And it's all change here, viewers. Michael Power. Oh, we're playing Michael Power and his boys. Okay, then. So it's not Met Police. It is, in fact, Cray, who have just had the title snatched from... It's not! It's a draw! Oh, my God, okay. So it's actually a draw for this. Met Police will play Horsham. We do play Cray. Is there any point in the draw? Okay, so Cray Wanderers in the playoff semi-final. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that it's only one game. It is. It's just one playoff game played. I think it might even just be played at Cray. To seal it all. Okay, well, that will be the next episode then. I shall see you for it. If you enjoyed this one, do drop a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And we'll love with care. From me, let's speak to you until next time. I need to go lie down for a bit and then we'll play these playoffs. Goodbye. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. As I say, if you enjoyed it, do drop a like and we'll see you again tomorrow. Big shout out to Robbie, also who supported over on Patreon. Thank you for your support, my man. And everyone else, thank you so much for helping out and supporting the channel and the series. With love, with care. From me, let's speak to you until next time. tomorrow. Goodbye.